I swear, this is why it sucks to be a Panthers fan, because you see the potential. You see the potential is there. And yet, one thing or another, we somehow dropped the damn ball. I'm not gonna be too angry about this one. I'm gonna try not to be, but I'm pissed. I'm upset. I'm not happy because we could have beat the Eagles. We genuinely could have beat the Eagles. So, what's good, Panther Nation? How y'all doing? It's your boy Tony McCray back at it again with another one. And after that game, as I've said, I'm not happy. I didn't like how that played out. I don't like how that ended. And a lot of it just comes down, in my mind, to one individual. First and foremost, as a whole, overall, we competed. And I'm happy about that. We competed with the class of the NFC today. It came down to the wire. Bryce, you continue to grow and develop and do good. You went 19 of 34, 191 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That interception at the end of the half, I got to hold you accountable too. That was a bad read. That was not a smart pass. You could have looked off the safety or at least thrown it out of bounds, clear as day. I know you were trying to get Thielen on the corner route, but hey, you got to see that. That's growing and that's development. That's honestly one of the first huge mistakes I've seen you make since you came back as the starter. And actually, that's your first interception since you came back as a starter. So, I'm not going to harp on you too much. However, I will get on some of you Panther fans that I saw in the group chats talking about Bryce's stutter step when he's running the ball, saying why doesn't he just run straight downhill and go at somebody like Steve Smith used to do in the day. First of all, a lot of y'all complain about Bryce's size anyway. A lot of y'all complain about how small he is, and y'all were harping on that when we drafted him. So you want the small quarterback to just tuck his head and go downhill at the defensive linemen and the linebackers and the safeties that are coming downhill, rather than try to take a stutter step and get to the edge and beat him to the corner to get a first down or some more yards. Now, if it is near the goal line, yeah, tuck your head, go forward, do what you got to do. But if it is an open field, wide open grass, yes, take your stutter step, take your high, do what you got to do to get to the edge, use your speed as an advantage, because Bryce ain't knocking nobody over like that. I don't know who the fuck y'all think he is, but he's not knocking people over like that. He ain't running through folks like that. And God forbid, if he decides to do that and then gets hurt, y'all gonna call him stupid and say, why didn't he slide? Why didn't he try to get to the edge? Why didn't he try to get out of bounds? So if you're a Panthers fan who's been saying that, and I saw some of y'all saying it in the chat, trust me, I just didn't comment on it. Shut up. Because that logically doesn't make sense. Near the goal line makes sense because all you have to do is break the play with the nose of the football. But out in open space, it doesn't make sense for him to try and take those type of hits. I'm okay with him trying to stutter and get to the edge because that's his advantage. That's where he's going to make the money. But I had to get that out because I saw it a lot in the game and I didn't appreciate it. Secondly, shout out Chuba Hubbard, sir. You made it to 1,000 yards on the season, so I got to give you credit where credit is due. Making it 1,000 yards, especially with the way our team has been established and the way the season has gone, you have been a consistent force. So Chuba Hubbard, thank you. I'm happy to see you get this achievement. You deserve the praise. 92 yards a day, 1 touchdown. Phenomenal, boy. Phenomenal. Keep doing your thing. I love the fact that we picked you up and you've been holding it down. Now to the elephant in the room, and to me, the issue with today's game. It wasn't the O-line. Hell, it wasn't even the defense. The defense did amazing, actually, considering what we had to do. We held Saquon Barkley to his average of 124 yards, but we kept him out of the end zone. We held Jalen Hurts to only 100 yards passing. That's 100 yards less than what he's been averaging all season. A lot of sports bookers had us losing by I think 10 points. We weren't supposed to be this close. So defense today, y'all did what y'all were expected to do. Essentially, you held Philly to 3 touchdowns. 16-22, you held them to 3 touchdowns. I am cool with that. I'm okay with that because that puts us in a position to win the game. Receivers. Most importantly, Xavier Leggett. I said it last week and I gotta say it again. These drops are getting out of hand. We can't be having these drops. Leggett, I'm pointing at you the most, my dog, because I love you. But 2 catches on 8 targets, and you had 3 drops on the final drive alone, including the game-tying touchdown drop. Like, I've seen you cradle that multiple times. I don't know what was going on with you today, bro. I don't know what was happening with you today, bro. But I do not expect you to be that bad. I simply don't. I'm sorry. You are our second best receiver outside of Thielen. Thielen had 9 catches on 11 targets. David Moore had 2 catches on 5 targets. You had 2 catches on 8 targets, my guy. And I know for a fact, 2 of those passes, yes, were low. Bryce threw you 2 of them that are low. So if you want to go 2 for 6, that's fine. But I can't still have that from you, man. Some of these targets were point blank and you're just dropping the passes. I can't have that from you. We wasted a great effort where team for team, we outdid the Philadelphia Eagles. You don't believe me? Bro, do y'all realize we beat the Eagles in first downs with 20-18. We beat them in total yards with 302 to their 292. We beat them in passing yards with 183 to their 83. We beat them in time of possession with 33 minutes to their 26. And not only that, we gave up 1 sack to them giving up 4. The only stat they beat us in was rushing yards because they rushed for 200 and we rushed for 100. But we beat them in almost every major category. I take that back. They also beat us in the turnover differential because we had the 1 interception. They had no turnovers. So I take that back. 2 major categories. But other than that, we beat them in almost every facet of the game. And yet we still couldn't come away with this. We should have won against Tampa Bay. We should have won against Kansas City. We should have won against Philly. This is what hurts. These are the demoralizing facets of this team because we're right there. We're right there, bro. That's 3 wins. That puts us at 6 wins. That puts us, honestly, in the thick of the NFC South title and the playoff race. Crazy enough, because, you know, we know our division is low-key on the trash end right now, but still, that's 3 wins against 3 worthy opponents, and we're showing that we can compete with them. We are there. We have the capability. We just gotta finish. Bryce is putting on masterclass after masterclass considering what we saw from him at the beginning of the season. Our rushing attack is putting on a show. But the last few weeks, it's either been our defense can't hold water or our receivers have been making key drops. And oh, Eddie Pinheiro, I know it was only an extra point, but don't let me start getting on your ass too. You can't be missing field goals. You can't, especially not extra points. Don't have me start getting on your ass too, bro, because we can't be doing this. We have the capability. We are a good enough team, and we got to start finishing this stuff. I'm tired of us wasting great catches by Thielen to keep us alive. I'm tired of us wasting great performances by the O-line and Bryce and Chuba Hubbard. I'm tired of us wasting those games, bro. They putting us on our back to put us in positions to win, and we're not doing it. We're not completing. Come on, man. It's frustrating because I'm tired of saying I see the potential, I see the vision. Now, because I'm seeing it consistently, I want us to convert and turn these into wins. I'm tired of the close losses now. And I get there's still growing pains and we still got to, but we're right there. We're on the door. I'm ready to kick some doors down because the reason I want them right now, at least a couple of them, at least a couple of these close wins, going into next year, it builds that confidence. Because going into next year, we're like, yeah, we beat them. We can beat them. We've been there and beat them. Now we have that mindset of, oh, nah, bro. We definitely are at least a wild card team now, or at least contending for a wild card spot next year. I'm not going to say we win in the division. I'm not going to say we're going to be a top seed next year, but at least we're contending for a wild card spot. We're winning games. People don't expect us to win. And we're not losing games people expect us to lose. If that made sense. I don't know if that made sense just now when I said it. I'll look back on it, but you get what I'm getting to. You get what I'm getting to. Overall, main point, defense, you did a solid job today. Bryce, you did a great job today. Chuber, you did a great job. Thielen, amazing job. Leggett, I got to hold you accountable, bro. Like, those drops, absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I can't have that from you. We dropped the ball in this one in a game we could have and should have won, honestly. Philly ain't played their best, but also our defense stepped up to force them not to play their best. So I need this win. I need this win. Next week, we got the Cowgirls, man. And I don't give a damn how this plays out. I have a lot of Cowboy fans in my family and for some reason in my friend circle. Or at least I know a lot. I want us to beat them. I genuinely want us to beat them. I don't give a damn if we don't win any other game. I want us to win that game. Just to prove a point. But that's all I got to say about this week, man. If you like this video, if you agree, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom because you know it helps my algorithm. And as your auntie's favorite neighbor, she's got to know when I'm putting out this video. Next, I'm going to continue on this road to 1,000 subs. Thank you, all of you who have been subbing to this channel, especially those who have been subbing because you're also part of the Panther Nation. And lastly, comment below what y'all thoughts were about today's game because at the end of the day, what do I know, man? I'm just a skinny brother with 2 tats. Peace. Much love to all of y'all Panther Nations. Later days. Keep pounding. I'm out.